Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to worst matches of every WrestleMania since 2000. Worst matches of every WrestleMania, like the worst. Like the most recent one be Jay versus Jimmy. That was terrible. Them niggas just super kicked the shit out of each other the entire match. Fuck out of here. Uh, what was the next worst? Damn. Shit. All of WrestleMania 27. WrestleMania 27 as a whole was fucking terrible. For sure. WrestleMania 27. Oh my god. That whole WrestleMania as a whole, hot garbage. Hot doo-doo juice. Um worst matches though. Damn. It's definitely some duds, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm only thinking like recently, and arguably the worst WrestleMania of all time. But anyways, though, without further ado, man, let's get right into this.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That shit was trash, my nigga. You consistently drop the trash.
Trash.
What's going on, E-Unit? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mav, bringing you back to another list video. This time, we're going to look at and reminisce on the worst matches of every WrestleMania since 2000. Excuse me. Now, I must put a disclaimer. There are some manias on here that I think that didn't have one terrible match on here, and I decided to pick the match on here that was still good and rewatchable, but wasn't as memorable as the other matches for the worst picks. So you have your disclaimer there, okay? Number two, if you happen to disagree, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and make your list. I want to see you do a list and debate me on the list so far. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no qualms for my own personal opinions on these WrestleManias. Don't want no personal attacks. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it about WrestleMania. The fact that you're here lets me know that you loved wrestling just as much as I still do to this very day. Okay? And the fact that you're here watching, I appreciate you. I appreciate you more if you subscribe. In fact, we just made the 1.6K mark, man. I'm happy. E-Unit, that's already here, keep doing what y'all do. Y'all new people, you know what you need to do. Subscribe, doggone it. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the list. We starting from the tail end of the Attitude Era, okay? WrestleMania 16, aka WrestleMania 2000. The worst match on here is universally Terry versus the Cat, and I do so agree. I couldn't find a clear enough picture for this one, so I apologize if it looks like trash.
I don't think you want a clear enough picture for that. You would have got your video taken down immediately. You can't have exposed cheeks. Hey, Maverick, you can't be having exposed cheeks out here, bro. Any exposed cheeks, they take your shit down immediately with no question asked. This whole video would have got scrapped if this shit was. Hey, you better be thankful this shit was pixelated, bro. You cannot show exposed cheeks. Trust me, I know. I've been hit with a couple of them. I've been hit a couple of times with the copyright. Not the copyright, but the community guideline strike. I got hit with a community guideline strike plenty of times for showing exposed cheeks. So you.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 god.
Freaky frog! You a freaky frog! You fucking freaky frog! You a freaky frog! Who's a freaky ass nigga? Who's a freaky ass nigga? Who's a freaky ass nigga?
I'm telling you, YouTube don't play. Y'all can mess around with YouTube if you want to. Mess around with YouTube if you want to. YouTube pull up on your ass like.
Cam! Bitch, I hope the fuck you do! You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that!
I'll just let you know. You better be thankful that this shit pixelated.
But trust me, You don't want to go back and watch this match. You don't. Like, I mean, the only reasons why you would go and watch this match is just to see two attractive white women fight in the middle of the ring and push each other. That's it. Like, or if you're like me and like hearing the big Valboski on the mic, aka Val Venus on the mic, then you'd enjoy it just for that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Being on the microphone. That's how bad it was. Anyway, moving on. WrestleMania at 17. The WrestleMania everyone claims is the GOAT. But one of the reasons why I don't think it's the GOAT is this match right here. Ivory vs. China for the women's title. Man, this match was a snooze fest. It was boring. It felt like a long, dragged out squash match. Like, Ivory hardly even got any offense in. And her offense just looked this sloppy, man. Everybody was just happy to see China return from her neck injury. You know what I'm saying? That's why the crowd was so excited. But the match didn't live up to the hype of the crowd. I'm sorry.
Trash! That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck
This
off
match
the
was
airwaves.
just horrid. There are better women's championship matches at WrestleMania to watch. I'll get into those when I get into those. But moving forward, WrestleMania 18. You know, the ironic part is, some of y'all will probably think I'm going to say Steve Austin versus Scott Hall or Triple H versus Chris Jericho. Some of y'all even say Goldust versus Maven. But spoiler alert, it's not neither one of those three. Because the worst match on this card is Edge versus Booker T. Reason why, this whole rivalry just felt so stupid. Like, they feuded because Edge got the part in a Japanese soap commercial. Edge got the part in a Japanese soap commercial.
I beg your pardon.
Oh my gosh. Edge got the part in the Japanese soap commercial, and Booker T felt a certain type of way about it and tried to show off his quote unquote intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And try to prove that he's smart to the rest of the world so that way he could be capable enough to get a commercial. And then
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
what we got as a result of it was like a literal taunt thiefing palooza. Like, it wasn't even that memorable. I was so happy when Edge hit the execution to end this match, because this match was just bland as ever. Okay. WrestleMania 19, mind you, this is one of those WrestleManias where I felt like it was flawless. This, out of all the WrestleManias, in my opinion, is the GOAT WrestleMania, because there were no absolute terrible matches on there.
It's up there for sure. You know what? It's actually up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's actually up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's actually up there, my guy. It's actually up there. I can't even lie. It's actually up there, bro. This WrestleMania is actually up there.
But if I had to pick one that was the least memorable, it's Undertaker versus Big Show and A-Train. To get Undertaker's record to 11-0 at WrestleMania. I put this on here because it was a great match. Like it was a decent match. Like, it wasn't absolutely terrible like everybody makes it out to be, but it was a decent match.
B-.
But the problem is, it wasn't on the right card. Like, if they moved this match to Sunday Night Heat instead of putting the World Tag Team Titles match on Sunday Night Heat, I would have had no problem with it, because I felt like this kind of match belonged there. Or like, maybe if they would have saved this for SmackDown. But Undertaker just had to have something to do at WrestleMania. So I suppose it fits, and I suppose it makes sense. But still, this would be A+ if it was on SmackDown. But it's C because it's on WrestleMania. That's the problem with it. Other than that, there was a lot of great stuff happening. Like, you had A-Train spitting on the bike before he even got in the ring. You know what I'm saying? You had, you know what I'm saying, A-Train getting in an armbar by Undertaker, and then Big Show hitting the big fat leg drop on Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? You had the abdominal stretch war between Undertaker and A-Train, you know what I'm saying? You had left and rights exchanged. You had Nathan Jones kicking Big Show in the face and then big booting him. And everybody wonders, how is that not a DQ? Well, Nathan Jones was originally supposed to be part of the match, but he was kind of trash in the ring still not ready. He was green as hell. You know what I'm saying? So they decided to have this angle where Big Show and A-Train jumped them in the bathroom after Nunzio lured him in there. And Nunzio from the Football Italians, by the way. And they put a steel chair on him and had him be knocked out. So that way he wouldn't be able to compete in the match up until the end. So yeah, that's how he doesn't get DQ. Because he was Nathan Jones was originally supposed to be part of the match. Even in the promotion cards that they would show. Like, you know, during the go-home shows of SmackDown and Raw, they would have the promotions, all the matches promoted on there. Especially in the go-home SmackDown before this WrestleMania on Thursday. They would have Nathan Jones and Undertaker on the promo going up against Big Show and A-Train. So, yeah, man. That's how he wasn't disqualified. You know what I'm saying? I think that validates this match, you know what I'm saying, being on here, man. Like, I'm just happy Nathan Jones wasn't allowed on here because he was ass, because this would have been definitely a garbage tier match if Nathan Jones would have competed on there. But anyway, moving forward. The ever so ominous WrestleMania 20. You should already know what match belongs on here, family. It's Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar all day.
That shit is fucking
like,
trash,
the fact
dog.
that
Get the
these
fuck
guys
off the
just
airwaves.
sat there just
In Jesus' name, fuck this nigga. Fight back, nigga. No, sir. Not me. Some of them going to sleep. For God! Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck. Delete! 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 It doesn't matter!
I hate this match. You should already know why. I shouldn't have to explain it. My hatred for this person needs no explanation.
jawing at each other and staring each other down and all that for literal minutes. Like, half the match was just spent bullshitting around. Thankfully, the crowd was being entertaining, more entertaining than these two bozos can. Like, they were chanting, "You sold out. You sold out," after hearing that Brock Lesnar and Goldberg intended to leave right after WrestleMania was done. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, they're cheering for Austin. Some of them crowd members was chanting, "Boring, boring," and oh my gosh. Could this match be any more sloppier? Like, both of them already had a limited moveset at the time. Like, you just knew this wasn't really gonna work. Austin had to do so much to carry this damn match. It's not even funny. I'm just happy at the end of that he gave the moment Stone Cold Stunner. I'll raise a can of soda since I don't drink beer and give a hell yeah to that. Moving forward, we got WrestleMania 21. This is arguably one of the most underrated WrestleManias, but it had one garbage tier match, and I'm gonna have to put a no Diddy warning on this.
No Diddy.
I hated the sumo match between Big Show and
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Shit was fucking trash. This match was fucking trash.
Aki Bono. Rest in peace, Aki Bono, by the way. I heard he recently passed away, but like this match right here.
Cut that bitch off!
Snooze.
Next caller.
Who the hell wants to see Big Show in a thong? I know I don't. I'm gonna move on before I throw up looking at this shit. Anyway, WrestleMania 22, another severely underrated WrestleMania, but it also had a really, really bad match on there. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Boogeyman versus Booker T and Sharmell. And
Yeah, this match was utter garbage. Yeah, I'm sorry. This match was utter garbage, bro.
the reason why, like, we were so disappointed when Boogeyman finally came out after the vignettes and all the jump scares and all of that. Like, dude, we were supposed to be freaked out by you, but in turn, we ended up not liking you. You know why?
Hear me
Because
good,
you couldn't wrestle worth
double
that.
down.
You
That
couldn't
shit
wrestle,
is a 2-pack
and you
of
still
ass.
can't wrestle, bro.
The fuck
Put
are
it
you
back.
talking about? That shit stinks.
Sorry if I'm shaking my head in disbelief, but this
That shit
dude
is
sucked
fucking
me. Like,
trash, dog. Get
I
the
was like,
fuck
Booker
off
T
the
could only do so
airwaves.
much. I feel so sorry for Booker T in this match that he had to carry this trash of a wrestler through a match to put him over. And for the most part, it worked. But you know, for all the real fans in the audience, we didn't give a fuck. This guy sucked. Oh man.
What the hell was
Anyway,
that?
we're gonna move forward. WrestleMania 23. Yet again, another wrestler who I think is a 2-pack of ass that got carried by a more experienced veteran.
This was a great WrestleMania. This was a great WrestleMania. Hey, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, that run right there from 22 to 25, that WrestleMania run was flawless. They was pumping out heat, bro. Hey, Vince was in his bag. I ain't gonna hold you. Vince was in his bag.
And who they tried to get over so many times. Ladies and gentlemen, Great Khali versus Kane is the worst match on here. Dude, the women's championship match, the Lumberjill match was better, and it was way
trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Great Khali's lack of ability to land quality entertainment matches is just oh my lord, just a dumpster fire. No pun intended, because Kane was the most memorable part about the match is Kane's hook from See No Evil. That's the only memorable part about the match. Other than that, man, some of the time I will skip past this match, but because I like Kane's hook, I will suffer through it. Man, this match was garbage. There are better matches on this card. You know what I'm saying? Even the Battle of the Billionaires match was way better than this, because there was actually some entertainment. This match, there was hardly any entertainment value, and they tried so hard to get Khali over. It just didn't work at this time. It just didn't work. Moving on. WrestleMania 24. Another solid WrestleMania that gets overlooked. But if you had to ask me what's the worst match on this card, it's another one that features Kane. Kane versus Chavo for the ECW Championship. Reason why? The match was 8 seconds long. That ain't no match. That's a squash. Ass. One move, you're done. No. I can't. WrestleMania 25. Ugh. There is one strong candidate for this, but there's another even stronger candidate for this. And it's not Triple H versus Randy Orton, even though that match was terrible. It's the 25 Divas Battle Royal, bro. This, man, the fact that they just gave like Kid Rock so much time was a slap in the face.
Ain't this the one where Santino dressed up as Santina? Oh hell no.
God damn it!
Get up!
Delete! 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 Delete!
Message.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
Like, I blame Vince for this. Y'all could have did better, WWE. Little did we know that this would be the last time we would ever see Sonny in a WWE ring. But if you just giving people time to announce the divas that are going to be competing in it, past, present, and future, like Tori Wilson was in this, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would have known. We would have known who was in it, who wasn't, man. And the fact that a literal man won this is a slap in the face to the women's division. And Vince probably thought this was comedy. But no, it was not comedic. It was ass-nemic. Okay? It was ass-nemic.
Nigga, you gay.
Boo. Anyway, moving forward. Ugh, this Divas match. Oh my God. WrestleMania 26. You know what? Vince kind of redeemed himself at this point because he ended up being in the worst match of this one. It's Bret versus Vince. And he lost this match. Vince had no business being in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, the days of Vince as a competitor should have been over after WrestleMania 19. Hey. You can't cross the boss, I guess. Not unless you're a Heart member. But the reason why this match is bad, man, is quite simple. This man, Bret, he clearly was in no condition to still be wrestling post-retirement. Like, this dude was calling timeout in the middle of the match and sat on the chair. Where do you ever see that? Where do you ever see that? Like, ever. That ain't right. I do like the build up to this, and I do like that WWE and Vince let Bret come back and do this program as an apology letter to him after the Montreal screw job. Even though, unpopular opinion, Bret kind of had it coming. But anyway, I still like this angle. I just didn't like how this match was executed. It was poorly executed by two men who shouldn't even be in the damn ring.
Come on now, dog.
And speaking of gutter trash, we got the worst WrestleMania I ever watched on here. This shit was ass.
This shit was hot garbage. This shit was hot fucking garbage. Everything about this WrestleMania. Trash. Even bringing The Rock back to hype up this WrestleMania. Because they knew this WrestleMania was going to be trash. They knew this WrestleMania was going to be trash. So they brought The Rock back. Only for him to ruin the main event. To set up next year's main event. In advance. I'll probably say the only decent matches on here was Randy versus CM Punk. That was decent. Undertaker versus Triple H. That was pretty good.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Whole loads of it. Garbage truck leakage. Landfill leakage. Ugh. The worst match on here is Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler with Steve Austin as the referee. Who greenlit this? Who said this was okay? Like, Michael Cole has never wrestled a day in his life. And Jerry is clearly out of his prime at this point. He should have stuck to just being an announcer. It's like, bruh, what kind of match was this? Like, was anybody entertained by this? The only good parts was the part I have pictured where Austin was clearly jerking around with him, and Michael Cole was just tapping out like a little bitch after Michael Cole put him in his own finishing move, the Aang Cole lock. He was like, yes, and then Steve Austin was like, do you tap out? And he was like, yes, I do. He was tapping out so bad, like a little bitch. He was like, I do, yes, I do. Steve Austin was just letting him tap so many times until Austin was like, you know what, ring the bell. It was so bad, it's laughable, bro. But still. But then this whole WrestleMania, outside of maybe like 3 matches, was just not very good. 3-4 matches. Like, the only good matches on here were Alberto Del Rio versus Edge, Randy Orton versus CM Punk, Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes, and Undertaker versus Triple H. Every other match on here was just ass. Moving forward, WrestleMania 28, one of my favorite WrestleManias ever. The worst match on here easily is Daniel Bryan.
They redeemed themselves here. I ain't gonna lie, they redeemed themselves here. Because last year's WrestleMania, god damn, that WrestleMania was terrible. But they redeemed themselves here at this WrestleMania.
For Sheamus, and I blame Vince yet again. Why don't you let him and Sheamus just cook? Why? Why do you not let these two cook? They would have had a great match together. We were already robbed of it last year when him and Daniel Bryan for the U.S. Championship in the pre-show was changed into a 27-man battle royal, which I think was bullshit. Like, why didn't you let these two cook? Why? Like, why didn't you guys let them have enough time? Why, Vince? Moving forward, WrestleMania 29. Ryback versus Mark Henry. Now this match, like this WrestleMania wasn't all that great, but unpopular opinion, this match was actually worse than the main event because the main event wasn't very good either. But I have more fun rewatching the main event than rewatching this nonsense right here. Like, dude, look at Mark Henry and look at Ryback, bro. They were trying so hard to feed Ryback down our throats. Why would they let Ryback eat a pin from Mark Henry? Mark Henry should have put this dude over. I almost put Fandango and Chris Jericho on here for the same reason, because the wrong guy went over. Like, it did not make sense. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, this match just felt sluggish. I'm sorry, it just felt sluggish to watch. Like both men took way too much time executing offense. You know what I'm saying? It it was a shit show, to say the least. Moving forward, WrestleMania 30. Ugh, this one hurts my soul. Oh, this one's hurt my soul. But I'm gonna get it out the way. It's Brock versus Taker. And you already know why. I still think Brock was the wrong guy to end the streak. And I feel like after this, Taker should have just retired right then and there. But no, he just had to continue on being at WrestleMania. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to go until he felt like he was done. But if I'm Taker, I would have just hung it up, bro. Because, like, him being damn near 50 years old at this point, I know his body can't recover from all that. Like, he got concussed in the middle of this match. So that should be, his big clue to just, after this match, I'm going to just hang it up since Brock ended the one thing that made me, you know what I'm saying? One of the one things that made me a legend. I'm going to just let Brock hang me up. But nah, man. In my personal opinion, if anybody should have ended the Undertaker streak, it should have been either Triple H or Shawn Michaels. It shouldn't have been Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry.
I say Randy Orton.
Like, even John Cena would have been appropriate. You know what I'm saying? But not Brock Lesnar. No. Anyways, WrestleMania 31. This was actually a very good Mania. But
this was the last good Mania before they went on a fucking downhill spot. Vince, this was the very last good WrestleMania in a minute, bro. We didn't get no good WrestleManias till pretty much after the pandemic. Like, after the pandemic is when they started cooking with WrestleManias. But that was only because Vince wasn't really in charge. So, yeah, this was the very last good WrestleMania.
I had to pick a match that was least memorable. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. It's just not as great as the other matches on this card. Like, the other matches on this card outshine. Even though Triple H versus Sting, it did fare well. The match was executed very well, especially with the appearances of DX and NWO. But the wrong guy went over. But I decided to give that an excuse because it was Sting's idea for Triple H to go over. It was Sting's idea to lose to Triple H. Like, he wanted to lose to Triple H. So I can't really fault him if he wanted to put Triple H over.
Cracker ass cracker.
I kind of wish Sting would have gotten over once in his last WWE run. But I digress. Moving forward. WrestleMania 32. One of the most mid-ass WrestleManias I ever watched.
This is probably the second worst. This was a terrible WrestleMania. This was terrible. This was bad. And it was sad to see. This was a sad WrestleMania to watch.
Like, below average. Not worse than WrestleMania 27. That's still the worst, but this is like right up there with it. And the biggest reason why, because Dean Ambrose was Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred match, flopped hard. Like, how many freaking chairs was in the freaking ring, man? Did you need all them damn chairs? Come on, man. And the fact that Dean hardly even used that barbed wire, like, oh my gosh. What the hell, WWE? What the hell? Oh, man. This. And, like, it's kind of fitting because Steve Austin called out Dean Ambrose for being a shit worker. So, yeah, there's that. It's fitting. But anyway, moving forward. WrestleMania 33. I think this might be one of the only times my guy Cena appears in here, but Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Reese just was not the best. Like, 33 was a great Mania, but, like, if I had to pick a low point, this was its lowest point right here. This right here. Because, dude, like, literally Miz and Maurice spent half the match just trying to hype the crowd up. And for what reason? Just so that Nikki and John could just do this. I do like the build-up in the feud they had, but I do not like how it was executed. It could have been done better. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. WrestleMania 34. I know what some of y'all thinking. And I should put that match on here, but I'm not. But you know what match I am going to put on here? Brock versus Roman for the WWE champion, for the Universal Championship. Reason why, I don't know how many F5s Roman had to take until eventually he had to just give it up and eat the pin. This match was just so boring. So boring. I think me and my dad was watching. My dad damn near snoozed all the way through. And I almost started to snooze on this match. Now, at least when, I know y'all want to argue me about Braun Strowman and Nicholas, who was one of the kids from WWE's workers being in there. going up against the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. I get it. It was a stupid idea to let the Bar just get squashed by Braun one on two. But you gotta admit though, you gotta give that a slide because a kid was a part of it, and WWE's target audience around this time frame was still the children. The children. So when you're trying to appease the child and give him a wholesome highlight moment, man, dog, let one of the wrestlers pick him as a competitor to come with you and let him watch you go to work up close and personal, man. Like that's if I was that kid, that would bring joy to my heart. Put yourself in the kid's shoes, you'll see no problem with that match for the SmackDown, for the Raw tag titles. But put yourself in that kid's shoes again, going back to the crowd and watching this garbage, you'd be disappointed. WrestleMania 35. It's unanimously this. I did not like Kurt Angle's last match against Baron Corbin. Reason why, you already know who should have retired Kurt Angle. It should have been John Cena. But I blame Vince yet again for being so goddamn stubborn. Not giving us what we want. You know what I'm saying? Kurt Angle's body knew how much it could take at this point. And it was getting tiresome for him. And his farewell tour was while uneventful, was still amazing. Like he tapped out to his own finisher when Drew McIntyre put him in the ankle lock on Raw. So there's that. I just wish Kurt Angle could come back one more time, but I know his body is just breaking down from all the wear and tear, especially the neck injuries and all that. So this match could have been better than what we got, man. But it didn't help that Baron didn't have no chemistry with Kurt whatsoever. It didn't help. I just wish Cena would have been the one to retire him, man. But anyway, moving forward. WrestleMania 36. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's Braun versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. I didn't like this match whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy it didn't take forever to end, and because I felt like if it did, I would have fell asleep on it. But Goldberg had no.
I couldn't watch this WrestleMania. I couldn't watch it, bro. It felt weird without the crowd, bro. It felt weird without the crowd. I couldn't watch it. I still haven't finished this WrestleMania. I think I got through like the first 2 or 3 matches. Cut this shit off.
Cut that bitch off! Next caller!
It was too weird, bro. And then it was the female matches first. All you hear is them grunting and shit. It didn't sound right. It sounded like I was on. It would sound like I was on one of them websites. It sounded like I was on one of the websites, bro. And I couldn't. The first 3 matches, and then after that, no, they needed a crowd, bro. They needed to insert crowd noise or just put a crowd there, bro. Cause this wasn't it, bro. I'm telling you, it sounded like I was watching one of the videos on one of the websites, dog.
Business wrestling at this point. Like he's clearly over the hill. Like he should have completely retired in 2004. If we're being honest, like I don't know why he had to come back. I don't know why, but at least he didn't win this match. So I'll give it kudos points for that. But yeah, man, like this match was just so rushed, so uneventful, so anticlimactic. It's just blech. WrestleMania 37, easily Orton versus Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. Yeah. Mainly because I did not like how it ended. Like, not only that, like I felt like they were just so focused on, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, induce fear in Randy Orton as a character, and it just didn't land. It just didn't land as hard. Like, and the wrong person did win. And all because Alexa randomly decided to turn against the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
What the hell was that?
You know, together.
How do you do that?
As a unit.
How do you do that?
Once again, I blame Vince.
What the hell is
And speaking of
going
blaming
on?
Vince, WrestleMania
That
38,
shit is
here he
fucking
goes
trash,
again.
dog. Get
Going
the
up against
fuck
Pat
off the
McAfee.
airwaves.
What are you doing, Vince? You're over 75 years old, man. 76 years old. What are you doing competing at a WrestleMania? You should not be wrestling. Not with your bird bones. Ugh. Like, and it was right after Pat McAfee had an amazing match against Austin Theory. Vince just had to use his ego just to ruin everything. Ugh. Boo, Vince. Boo. WrestleMania 39, winding down. If I had to pick the worst match on here, it had to be Cena versus Theory. The reason why is Theory did not have any chemistry with Cena. Like, I'm sorry. I felt like Cena was doing most of the carrying for him. You know what I'm saying? And then it didn't boost Theory's career one bit whatsoever like it was supposed to. Like, what the hell? What the hell? This, and everybody on the internet was just raging on how much of a disappointment this match was. Like, we expected a banger, but we didn't. And a lot of y'all argue Omos was Brock Lesnar, but this match was way longer. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, we knew not to expect nothing from Omos because at the time Omos couldn't really wrestle like that. So yeah, man.
Try.
And lastly, WrestleMania 40. If I had to pick one, like this is one where no bad matches come from, but if I had to pick one that I didn't really like that much, I'll be honest, it's the World Heavyweight Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. And
No.
primarily because Seth looked this considerably, like, not hurt, but injured. Like, I felt like he was competing while injured, and he didn't look as strong.
No, the worst match on here was Jimmy and Jay by far. Dude, that was terrible. Jimmy and Jay was fucking terrible. Hell no. I disagree wholeheartedly with that.
What the hell was that? How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
Nah, bro. It's Jimmy and Jay, bro. That match was fucking terrible, bro. That match did not live up to. They hyped that match up and we didn't get. That was terrible. That was fucking terrible, bro.
Delete! 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 Delete!
Sharp in the ring, for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a great moment. Drew finally getting his moment in front of fans, only for CM Punk to ruin it. And Damian to cash in on Drew McIntyre. But still, dog. Like, Seth, like you could have just relinquished this and just gave it to. But then again, I'm not sure if we can hand somebody the title after relinquishing it. But then again, Becky Lynch did it during the Pandemic Mania when Asuka won the Money in the Bank. So there's that. But yeah, man. Seth Rollins, like, he looked considerably out of it during this match. I mean, he did a great job selling. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, you can tell by the way he moves, like, he just wasn't. He wasn't 100%. Like, you knew he had to take a long hiatus after this because of how injured he was. Like, everything from his back to his knees. Like, he was just off. You know what I'm saying? He was just off. Anyway, you're still not better than Shawn Michaels. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload. And I'll see you guys next time for.
Alrighty, man. That's just gonna about do it for this one. Most definitely, man. Worst matches. I was up with you to this one. This one, Jay and Jimmy by far was the worst match of this WrestleMania. But yeah, man, make sure y'all go subscribe to the Homie Maverick channel. Make sure y'all run them likes up and the views up and the comments up and all that good stuff over there on his channel. Most definitely, man. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Till then, peace out.